Federico Chiesa, a name that has sparked excitement across Europe. A player whose speed, skill, and knack for turning games on the head has made him one of the most feared wingers in modern football, will not be featuring in Liverpool's Champions League squad this season. At first glance, it seems unbelievable. How could a player of his caliber, someone who terrorizes defenses with blistering pace and impeccable technique, be left out of one of the most prestigious tournaments in world football?
Now, here is the reason why Federico Chiesa was not included in Liverpool's 22-man list for UEFA Champions League.
Was it a tactical decision, an injury concern, or perhaps a hidden controversy that has yet to emerge?
It is not Arne Slot's making. It is beyond Arne Slot. It is not his fault. I think I reported this earlier, but it is not his fault, because right now, the reason why he was...
As it turns out, the answer is neither flashy nor dramatic. It's bureaucratic, it's technical, and it has less to do with talent and more to do with rules. But before we reveal exactly why, let's take a closer look at the man himself.
Liverpool keep going. We know this team keep going right to the end. Alisson with a great kick to the right. Szoboszlai with a brilliant touch, right edge of the box. No, Salah's low cross. Oh, coming in. Chiesa.
Federico Chiesa's rise in football has been meteoric. A product of Fiorentina's youth system, he made his way through Italy's Serie A with dazzling performances that quickly drew attention from the continent's elite. Known for his ability to beat defenders one-on-one, deliver pinpoint crosses, and score crucial goals, Chiesa cemented his reputation as a world-class winger. His move to Juventus elevated him further, and his role in Italy's Euro 2020 triumph showcased his ability to perform on the grandest stage. At 25, his entering the prime of his career, and Liverpool fans naturally expected him to bring that same explosive talent to Anfield, especially in Europe's toughest competitions. But football, as we are about to see, is as much about regulations and strategy as it is about talent and flair. UEFA's rules governing squad registration for the Champions League are designed with youth development in mind. Every club is required to register a squad of 25 players, but with a critical stipulation. At least 8 of these players must be homegrown.
Now, the reason why he was not selected is the fact that, UEFA Champions League have a maximum players you can register that are non-homegrown.
And here's where it gets interesting. Homegrown doesn't mean that a player must be from the same country. It means that the player must have been trained at a club in that country for at least 3 years before turning 21. This rule ensures clubs are nurturing talent locally, but it also creates a logistical challenge. When every spot in a 25-man squad is carefully calculated, even world-class talent can be sidelined, not because of ability, but because of paperwork. Liverpool, like other elite European clubs, faces this exact dilemma. Their squad is already full of exceptional homegrown talent. Players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and others occupy the 8 mandatory homegrown slots. The remaining 17 slots are reserved for non-homegrown players, but even these are limited. Chiesa, as a foreign player, count against this limit. When Klopp and his management were finalizing the squad, difficult decisions had to be made, and despite Chiesa's undeniable quality, he was left out. It's not a reflection of his ability. It's a consequence of numbers, regulations, and strategic squad management. What makes this story even more fascinating is that Chiesa is far from the first top player to face such restrictions. Over the years, Clubs like Manchester City, PSG, and Chelsea have all left superstar players out of their Champions League squads due to homegrown limits. Even legends like Zlatan Ibrahimovic or Edinson Cavani have had to sit out European competitions because of the same rules. It's a stark reminder that football isn't just played on the pitch. It's also dictated by careful planning, contracts, and regulatory compliance. Fans often forget that behind the dazzling goals and heart-stopping dribbles, there's a world of logistics and rules shaping who gets to compete on Europe's biggest stage. Liverpool's tactical setup will also be affected by Chiesa's absence. The Reds will have to rely on their existing wingers, Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, and occasionally Darwin Núñez in wide roles. Chiesa's versatility, which allows him to switch flanks, cut inside, or stretch defenses with lightning pace, will be sorely missed. Klopp's tactical options are slightly narrower, especially against teams that defend deep and rely on compact formations. Chiesa offers unpredictability that can change games in a single moment, and Liverpool must now compensate with the talent already registered. This is where strategy meets circumstance, and managers like Klopp must adapt while keeping ambition for Champions League glory alive. Fans' reactions to this news have been intense. Social media is flooded with discussions, debates, and sometimes outrage. Some fans express disbelief, asking how a player Chiesa's caliber could be excluded, while others recognize the unforgiving nature of UEFA's homegrown rules. Pundits and analysts have weighed in, emphasizing that this is not a slight against Chiesa but a demonstration of how administrative regulations can affect even the most elite teams and players. Every decision, every slot on the squad list, is calculated with precision, balancing experience, youth, and domestic versus foreign talent. As the suspense builds, it's worth noting that Chiesa is not entirely sidelined. He remains eligible for domestic competitions like the Premier League and FA Cup. Liverpool fans will still witness his skill, creativity, and game-changing ability in England, though they will have to wait another season to see him test himself against Europe's elite. Whether he could be added later in case of injuries or changes to squad registration remains uncertain, adding an extra layer of tension to Klopp's planning. Until then, Chiesa's absence serves as a dramatic example of how football is not just about talent and passion. It's also about timing, strategy, and regulations that shape the beautiful game behind scenes. This story is a powerful reminder that sometimes rules off the pitch have just as much impact as performances on it. Federico Chiesa's exclusion from Liverpool's Champions League squad encapsulates a clash between raw talent and structural limitations. Fans will watch eagerly in domestic competitions, hoping he can maintain his rhythm and prove his worth. Meanwhile, Liverpool must adapt and strategize to continue their pursuit of Champions League glory without one of Europe's most electrifying wingers. In the end, Chiesa's story is not one of failure or rejection. It is a testament to the complexity of modern football, where even the most exceptional players must navigate regulations, strategic planning, and squad limitations. The final revelation, that one of the world's brightest stars is sitting out the Champions League due to the homegrown rule, keeps the tension high, reminding us all that football is about far more than what we see on the pitch. It's a game of strategy, rules, and timing as much as talent and passion. Don't forget to like and subscribe in order to remain updated.